Remember that guy? Yeah, he's gone. So is Halloween. But you know what's coming up? Mushrooms. All over the place, sprouting up out of the ground like you wouldn't believe. So, this week on the Kayak Cook, mushrooms. We're doing some shrooming. No, not that kind. The tasty ones. Now these guys look pretty tasty. But I know better. I am no expert in foraging for mushrooms in the wild, but I am pretty darn good at it in the grocery store. So, first recipe for Mushroom Week is a vegetarian adaptation of a Filipino chicken dish, chicken adobo, mushroom style. We're going to use portobellos. Just as meaty, just as satisfying. I think they'll work. I know they'll work. I've done this before. Come on, let's go to the test kitchen. All right, before we get started prepping the mushrooms, let's get a little side dish. Got some wild rice here, some water, and we'll get that to a boil and start prepping mushrooms. Flame on. Well, got a head start. I was prepping food without the camera on. So we've got about 5 cloves of garlic minced. And we're just gonna dice up about a half of, well, this is a very large onion. You want to get a smaller onion. You don't need a lot of onion for this. So just a medium to fine dice. Nothing too chunky. There we go. And next we're gonna have to prep the mushrooms, which is a little bit more. But now we got 2 really awesome portobellos. They're huge. So we're gonna get going with that. Oh, I see Tuesday. Tuesday, come here. Tuesday. There we are. The mascot. Say hi to the gang. Yeah. Okay. You can't be in the video. All right, where were we before so rudely interrupted? Just a bit of an attention hog. Okay, so remove the stem and scrape out the black fins. Gills is what I was looking for. Yeah. Again, awesome for your compost. So throw those in the bucket. And it doesn't matter if you're a little rough with your mushroom. Unlike a stuffed mushroom, it doesn't have to be pretty for presentation because we're about to slice it up. So yeah, just a little scrapey scrape. And hopefully you can't hear it. It sounds like gunfire, cannons going off. My neighbor is doing a little building. He seems to want to do it all day. So, cube up your mushrooms. They don't have to be any particular size or shape. Bite size. It can be as random as you like. There you go. Nice messy cutting board. There we are. How's the rice pot looking? Oh, good. That's a nice wild rice blend. Smells pretty good too. Okay, we'll get that off. And we can use the stove to saute our mushrooms. Whoop. All right, pan on the stove. Ignition. A little bit of oil. Avocado oil. Spare no expense. Heat that up. Oh look, there's the patch of blue sky I've been waiting for. Probably won't see that again until April. It's actually drizzling slightly on and off this morning while I cook, so it is definitely an outdoors experience. Alright, let's get the mushrooms in. There we go. I forgot my dealy bob, so I'm going to use the fork I was going to fluff the rice with. And you want to leave that on there for a couple of minutes. Give them a toss now and then. Get a little heat in your mushroom. And if they start to stick, don't worry about that. You know, there's a lot of moisture in a mushroom, and the heat takes the moisture out of the mushroom. And when they start to stick, bottom of the pan, when you drop in the next ingredients, it'll deglaze the pan. Alright, I think we're ready. Half a small onion, 5 cloves of garlic. Let's get that going. And again, just saute the onion until you get a little bit of translucency going on. Almost forgot. Sprinkle in about 10 peppercorns. Give it a little pep. Pep, pep. Alright. This time, equal amounts white vinegar and soy sauce. And now we just let it simmer until the sauce thickens a little bit, and we're good to go. Okay, we're there. Oh, beauty. Okay, let's dish this up. Alright, let's start with a little bit of rice. There's a mushroom bit. That's nice. And the adobo. Holy cow. I'm going to be eating this all day. There you go. Chicken. Not chicken. Mushroom adobo. Yeah, so I think we have a pretty nice dish here. Rice. Oh, sweet. Got some mushroom action here. Sweet and sour, right? It's the salty and sour, actually. Soy sauce, vinegar, garlic and onion. Once you get the moisture out of it in the pan, it's a little sauce sponge. This one, as you see, definitely something you can quickly whip up in camp. Doesn't take a lot. Bring a couple mushrooms, onion, garlic, rice, water. Pre-mix your vinegar sauce. Off you go. Alright guys, until next time, be good to each other. Eat well. Cheers. Adobo without chicken. And wait a minute. This isn't the end of the video. I got one more recipe for you coming up. All right. I'll keep you in suspense for the next 30 seconds while I eat my delicious adobo. All right. Now that we've done a Filipino dish, we're gonna go Italian, make a nice mushroom pasta. Again, easy peasy in the camp or at home. And go. Okay, gotta do a little food prep before we make that one. I've still gotta finish eating this one. This is killing me. Gang of white mushrooms. Gang of orange. No man's land. No mushroom land. Life in the meadow. All right, pasta time. Let's get some water on the boil. Cook up some pasta. Sadly, this is not a one-pot recipe. I try to keep them to a one-pot recipe just for simplicity and camping, but you know, it is what it is. So, you know, I do have a trick with pasta. I get it to a boil, and then I take it off the heat and let it steep in its own juices while I cook the rest of the stuff, drain the pasta, add it in. Today, we get to use 2 stoves because we're at home and it's a luxury to have 2 stoves. All right, almost at a rolling boil. I got some fun little swirly pastas here. Little corkscrews. There we go. I think it's getting near cooked. Let's get going with the other stuff. Okay, well, the pasta is burbling away. Let's get going with the extra ingredients, the mushrooms and the garlic. A generous amount of oil. I'm using avocado, but that's only because I'm out of olive. And equally healthy, a large amount of garlic. Okay, you're out camping. Does it matter that you're stinking up everyone? No. So, turn it on. And really low to medium heat. You don't want to scorch the garlic. You just want to infuse the oil with its flavors. And that won't take very long. Yeah, you don't want it to change color. You don't want it to start browning. At that point, yeah, really lower the heat. And then you can add your mushrooms. A sous chef once told me, Dave, the wooden spoon is not a bay leaf. I have a terrible habit of just leaving my spoons in pots and pans. Old habits. Yeah, the simplicity of this dish is great. It's 3 ingredients: pasta, mushrooms, and garlic. The garlic you can, it's better if it's like crushed. But if you don't have a garlic press in your camp, who would have a garlic press in their camp? You can do it ahead of time at home, put it in a container. I just minced it up right here and there. Yeah, just mix them together. Again, keeping on a medium-low heat. And you're going to get a little bit of color now in the garlic. And you want a little bit of color in the mushrooms. You want to take all the moisture out of the mushrooms. Almost have a dry pan. There we go. Mushrooms. Very simple. Garlic and oil. There we are. I think the pasta is just about ready to take off the heat. Time to drain that. Heat is off. Oh, that looks fine. Give it a drain over the balcony rail. Keep a little bit of the liquid in there. Okay, we're just going to add it into the pasta, give it a stir with some chili flakes, drizzle in a little bit more oil, stir it together, and eat it. Everything is browning up very nicely. All right. In goes the pasta. Nice. Yeah, keep a little bit of that pasta liquid with it because it deglazes the pan. Pinch of chili flake. Put that in there. And you can do this over your bowl. I like to do it right in the pan. Swirl more of oil. Wow, that smells great. Let the flavors blend. And there you go. Alio olio, garlic and oil, mushrooms. Let's eat it. That looks good enough to eat. Yum. Alright, let's try it. Simple and delicious. 10-minute meal. Very rich. Very garlicky. I've made this at home so many times. I never thought to make it in camp until today. Although, why not share it with you guys? I tell you. Sauteed mushrooms. Oh, all right. Now I can actually say it. Eat well, be good to each other. Until next time. Cheers. Happy mushrooms. So good.